Welcome to High Style Sundays. What's going on? We out here in LA
What's good,
still.
what's good?
We got Milianbeatz.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, Sergey. We're chilling, another day.
Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Alright, for everybody who doesn't know who you are, I want you to tell them who you are and where you're from.
So I was born and raised in Eastern Europe, Ukraine. I'm a hip-hop trap producer, and I've been living in LA for like 10 years. Work with a lot of artists from QC, YSL, and blah, 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 many more, a lot of artists. So, yeah.
Alright, so coming from Ukraine, people don't really, a lot of people don't really get to leave their area or maybe leave the country, So what's life like over there?
It's crazy, bro. It's completely different. Like, cause here first time when I was coming here, I came here when I was a little kid. Like I was like 6 for a year, and then I stayed here. I went to preschool, and then I moved back. And then growing up there, I grew up, not in a like rich neighborhood or something like that. So it's like street shit, like people don't have nothing to do, people are poor there. So like the only option for me was just fucking drinking, and growing up there is it's tough, it's different. Mentality is different, people are different, it's different culture, it's different world. So it's it's cool, it's fun to be there and like communicate with people. People are different, because that LA shit, there's a lot of fake shit going on over here. Yeah. So like there is different, people are all natural or people are real, so it's a little difference right there.
Okay. And how would you relate the music culture growing up there to the time when you got here first?
I was a little kid, like 6, so when I was already like 15 when I moved out here, I was listening to a lot of hip hop, but I wasn't listening to American music at all. Cause like, I couldn't understand what they're talking about. I was like, why would I listen to music that I don't understand? Yeah. But then when I got here and then I started listening to hip hop, I started like learning English and like getting it little by little, like better. Then I'm like, fuck, this shit is hard as fuck. Right. And then a lot of people from overseas, they literally just copying the same shit as people do here. So, yeah.
Alright. So, when would you say your love for music really started?
When I was 12 years old, bro. Like, I started playing guitar. I was, like, performing live shows overseas back there. And then I learned some keys. And then I went to this rock blues band. And, everybody was playing guitar. Yeah. And I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna learn how to play drums. So I started playing drums in rock blues band and shit. And then it just started from there, I moved out here. And I tried to kind of found a band, like 5 people, do rehearsals like 3 times a week, blah, blah, blah. But then I saw that people are not even willing to do that because they're not that even responsible, right, for what they do. So I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna just start my own stuff. I'm gonna start producing, and there was like this period when you start music, I think for every producer, like you have a fear of not, doing it or making it because you think like, oh, what if my music is not hard? Or what if my music, you have that fear. So for me, it was a little challenge, to overcome that fear and say like, oh, my beats are hard, or like, the music that I do is hard, and people will like it. So that was kind of point where I'm like, boom, I jumped and then I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just keep going what I'm doing. And here we are.
So what makes the way you produce music, the way you make it, what makes you different than others?
Nothing. I'm the same as everyone else, because it's very hard to come up with something crazy nowadays. Even Hollywood films, if you look 30 years back, right now, Hollywood industry is remaking all the movies and everything that was back from 30 years. So coming up with a new style or with a new genre right now, I wouldn't say that it's impossible. It's possible. It's very hard. It's a little percentage, and all of the music that we hear right now, Kanye album just dropped, Right. Did you listen to it?
Yes, sir.
It's fire, yeah. But it's not like something that would say, oh, it's something new, Yeah, so all music is the same. All music is based on 4 chords, Okay. Yeah. So.
All right. So I want to get back into a little bit of your experience when you first started doing music here in America. How was that? First getting started, was it rough?
So I think a big push gave my boy, his name is Keith Stoner. So this guy, we met here, and then he was doing this wine videos, small videos, and then we were hanging out, you know, smoking weed and shit. And then he went back there. He got his citizenship. He went back there overseas, and he blew up. He became a superstar. Like everyone knows him. So he came back. We did this one EP. Dropped it on SoundCloud. It did very well, and he's like, "Yo, your music is hard. You gotta keep pushing." So I started pushing, blah blah blah. You know, I went to USC. I graduated USC in music industry, and then I was interning at Universal Music Publishing Group for 3 months. And at the time when I was there, my manager Barry just hits me up and he's like, "Yo, I have Skipper the Flipper in the studio." I was like, "Who is that? Skipper the Flipper?" I was like, "No, he was with Migos. Like he's blah blah." So I pulled up to the studio and we started working with him. You know, he just, like, I was playing him beats. He loved one of my beats. He said, like, "Oh, you remind me of Murda so much," you know, because he was growing up, you know, raising with Murda. And then since then, you know, we started pushing the stuff. You know, we dropped 2 singles, and that's where it started from. You know, like I started working with other artists that over here. You know, because people started like seeing that, oh, I have this song with this person or that person. They were checking out my beats. It's just a matter of, you know, being probably very humble and be in the right time. You know, in the right place, and, you know, hang out with the right people.
Right, very true. So, you know, just so people can have a better understanding, like, name some of the, maybe, I don't know if it is to you or not, but what some of the big name artists that you've worked with so far?
Daniel A.
Okay.
Avori.
Okay.
He was on the Kanye album right now.
Yeah.
Got It. Mango Fool. Oh, shit. Shit, where's my phone? Yeah. There's a lot of people from like Quality Control, like smaller artists like Mango Fool, what's it called? Daytona Fox, Lil Cobain, who else? Bro, I can't. Zenman,
Okay.
Big Flock.
Oh yeah, Big Flock. Oh, so you touched the DMV.
Yeah. So it's a lot of people, man. Like I just can't remember them from my head.
Have you been to the DMV area?
Nah, I've never been to ATL. Like Flip is inviting me all the time. "Oh, come to Miami, stay at my house. You know, we're going strip club. You know, we're going all this shit." And I was like, damn, I really wanna go, you know, there and work. So I think the time is gonna come very soon, and I'm gonna fly there, you know, and work in like Atlanta. Atlanta is like, it's my music, you know. My music is oriented over there, you know. People, I don't even know how is that possible for me, you know, growing up overseas, and they got me here making beats like that. And it was like, damn, every time I'm pulling up in the session of the studio and rapper hears my beat, he's like, damn, I want to jump on it. So I'm like, fuck. I'm just, you know, I stay in that simple Atlanta trap style, and I make it purposely very simple. Because that's what artists love. When you come into the session and then you have a top artist with you, you play him beats, we play 20 beats, he's gonna listen to them, and then he's probably gonna choose the one that has like 5 or 6 tracks. Like, you know, snare, kick, 808, hi-hat, clap, open hi-hat, and then melody. Maybe another small melody on top of, you know, in a hook or some shit like that. Very simple. So.
So, how's it like? I know you mentioned it a little bit, but how's it really feel, like, knowing that you don't even got to move from where you are and people playing your music all around the world?
Yeah, it's fire. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm still, you know, I have big goals and I know where I'm going. So, of course, it's nice, you know. Like, my biggest achievement when we dropped this song with Daniel A, got to Billboard charts, charted number 11. So I'm like, damn, that shit's fire. But, you know, you got to keep moving, you know, like, we'll make, you know, bigger records, and I have certain people that I want to work with, you know, in my mind, and then I'm just reaching out to them, and every time I was setting up a goal, I was like, oh, I want to make a song with this artist, then boom, 3 months later, I made a song with him, and then 3 months later, I want to make a song with another artist, and then the same thing happens. I'm like, fuck, every time I just create something in my head, it happens, and then music, so I just gotta, you know, keep moving and pushing, and, you know.
And I want you to explain, like how you just mentioned your goal setting. Like, how is that, like, what's the importance of having goals in this business, you know?
Very important, because if you don't have like a certain schedule or something, like, oh, what you gonna do with this or how you gonna move, you're just gonna keep stuck at the same place. You're gonna sit here in this room, you know, make a lot of beats, and then nothing's gonna happen. You know, you gotta deliver those beats to someone. You know, you gotta. I think who said, was it Boy Wanda or someone else? I don't remember. He said that the matter of connection is more important than the actual beats. You know, that you have. So.
Facts. So what is it like? You know, like coming up in Ukraine. You know, and now you're here. And have you gone back?
I got there once, but that was even before I was like actually doing like music consistently for like couple weeks, 3 weeks, and it was fire, bro. Like I'm a king there, bro. If I go there, like if you come with me, we're going viral, bro. We're going viral over there, bro.
Saying that, what's the difference there? Like why is it you seem to make it like it's easier to blow up as here?
Because first of all, of the connections that I have, that because a lot of people that are coming from Ukraine over here is people who, of course, they they have money and stuff. So it's all about very like important people that's over here. And then I just had a chance to meet them. You know, when they come here, they're all the same. Like we're all the same over here. And then you make those connections, and plus that push with the record, with the EP that I dropped like at the beginning of my career with this famous huge artist. You know, like right now I have a lot of connections to different people, to top producers overseas, who are producing like hit songs every time. Like they're on my like phone. Like I'm just like, oh, you want to collab or blah blah blah. Like I can send him loops. I have a big access to it. And second of all is that people just literally copying everything that's happening over here. There's so many artists that I could show you that have the same, even like the same melodies, same structure, the flow and everything, like how artists are doing here. Like they're copying Cardi, they're copying, Nicki, like, everybody. Yeah. It's crazy.
And do you feel like there's an importance of, like you said, I think you said one of your biggest accomplishments was the
Billboard, yeah.
Do you think it's important that you actually, at one point in your career, achieve to have your music up there in some way?
Do I what?
Like, do you think it's important in this business, to reach those charts?
Yeah, I mean everything. When I was working at UMPG, they were just looking on numbers. They didn't care about nothing else. They want to see who you are, like not even who you are. What are your numbers are? People. Unfortunately, bro, industry is all fake. Everybody is fake in this industry. Even big artists, huge artists, the labels are putting them on fake playlists. They're doing this fake social media shit. But then you look at the social media, it's like, oh, damn, this guy has 1 million followers. No way he has 1 million followers. Like, it's all cap. So having achievements, of course, is good, to have. It adds value to your brand. And, of course, if you know how to sell it well, you'll just monetize your value.
All right, and I want you to tell us, like, you got any future projects or anything coming up?
Yeah, the song with Got It, we actually shot a music video 3 weeks ago. So we're gonna drop that, and then my boy Bills is dropping a full tape, probably in a couple months, is Daniel A's brother, Brandon Bills, and then I produced like 6 songs on an album. So that's pretty exciting. But yeah, Lil Gotta, future Lil Gotta, Reload, is on the way. Some slime shit.
That's all right.
Some slime shit.
Yeah. And I want you to talk to us about, that Kanye feature you guys got on there with Daniel. How's that feel, and like how was the work in progress to get that produced?
The Vori song, that's on the Kanye's album right now. Man, that was long time ago. So I got that song when I was just like starting even doing this music. I met this guy who is actually my mentor. Like he's engineers for Diplo, Pink Sweats, and he was just putting me on, like teaching me how to record, showing me a lot of different plugins, music. And since I play guitar and like keys, I just came into the studio, and then I played some guitar melody, and then I played it on keys. He was on the laptop, and then like a week later, he's like, oh, I have the Vori on the song, when he was just like coming up and stuff. And right now he's on, Kanye's album, and then we think like, oh, should we drop it or not? And then it's like, maybe we should like work more on the production, you know, and deliver it, you know, in the best way we possibly can. So I wasn't even at the session at that time, like I wasn't recording, you know. That's what it happens, you know. A lot of features happen like that, you know. You just have a beat, or the artist has a beat, he did like this hook or a verse, and then he sends it to another rapper, you know. They don't even they don't meet up at the studio, so it happens online.
No, it's still a big thing though. Very big.
My manager says that. She's like, damn, like you don't understand what's gonna happen. Like, so I'm like, well, I don't know. It's like he's not even over there. Like, you know, he's credited void. Like he's not an artist. Like when you click on Spotify, like you can see him. But I mean, people probably hear it. Yeah. So I don't know. You know, maybe. You know, with help of God. You know,
yes, sir.
With God's help.
I want you to like give any advice you got, you know, for any upcoming producer, you know, that's up and coming, trying to get what you are, you know.
I mean, first of all, I would say don't do drugs. Drugs are bad, you know, they're destroying lives. But I mean, if you do it just a little, it's fine. And just stay humble, you know, like believe in yourself, like actually think that you can make it, you know, and do it every fucking single day. And then meet people, connect with a lot of people, artists, you know, and know how to sell yourself and brand yourself. And if you're gonna have those little things in mind, you know, you're gonna get to whatever you wanna get, because there's nothing impossible, you know.
Yes, sir. Y'all heard it. When you tell everybody where they can find all your stuff at, your info, your stuff.
Yeah. It's on my Instagram, or even my Spotify is Milianbeatz. Milianbeatz is my Instagram, and you know I got Spotify, I got SoundCloud, got everything. You know, I'm on Google.
Y'all know who it is. Milianbeatz. Y'all know what's going on.
Yeah.
We appreciate you for letting us
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
This was definitely dope.
Thank you, bro.
Come over Ukraine one time.
Hell yeah.
What's going on? And y'all know what it is. High Style Sundays. Tune in.
High Style Sundays. Let's go.
I got the rollie Prezi on my wrist. They see me walking, they blow me a kiss. I'm on my brother Bill's made a hit. I'm